There she is. Oh, I think I missed. Oh, I got her. All right, are we recording?
Yep.
All right, now you can get it on me and her. All right, guys, this is a female wood frog, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, the ears are small, and it's the right color. You can see the frog's a little bit distended too. This is a small female. Beautiful frog. We're out here in the vernal pool again. This is night 2, and more things are starting to come out. It's been a warm day, and we've heard wood frog choruses down in the forest, and we've also heard some spring peepers. Now we have about 6 or 7 wood frogs, maybe a few more than that we couldn't locate. But yeah, the wood frogs are out despite there being no ephemeral rain. So isn't this cool? Look at that. It's like there's steam coming off of my hand. I still got it.
Got her in your arm there.
The frog can jump in whenever it wants, but just wanted to give you guys a good look at this wood frog. You can look at the back side of it. You can see the eggs. There she goes. But that's what this is all about, is catching these guys and monitoring them and seeing what's going on with their population, especially in the western woods, where we've continued to make strides of conservation, and we've continued to monitor the tadpoles with complying with all the legal parts of moving them, with only, I think it's like 25 or 50 at a time. But we've been complying with that. We move them just across the street to a permanent body of water. You know, we've been doing road rescues back here. We've been filming them, keeping a close eye on this vernal pool, especially out of the few that are around, because there's a lot of activity here from timber harvesting. So they've run over this vernal pool, and it's changed for the first time in 3 years. So we're gonna see how many amphibians come here. It might be less, it might be more now, but there's always something to be done. It's a full assault here, dealing with the eggs, with the tadpoles, with the adults, and with the habitat. And that's what we're focused on, and PA Woods and Forests' goal is to help perform conservation, even if it's for an abundant species. So that's what we're gonna be doing here tonight. So you'll get a chance to see some more of that, hopefully. There's a spring peeper in this vernal pool we're gonna have to see too. Right now I'm locked in on the male, because we saw the female.
I'm gonna see if I can, there we go, zoom in a little bit on that frog.
Very interesting here. Let me point something out on the camera. To my left here is the female, and there's the male.
Yeah.
So they look like they're gonna link up over here, and they're gonna mate. Very important grass. I think this is some kind of a rush, but the wood frogs, as well as the spring peepers that I know, they use this rush, and they lay their eggs around it. They use it for shelter. They use it for a lot of different reasons. They also, in other ways of sheltering, they'll hide under it, under the water. They'll hide in it. They'll like burrow inside of it. So it's a very important grass. Now, I've never seen them lay eggs on it.
That's the female right there?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the male's there.
Yeah, so I've never seen them lay eggs on the rush. But I mean, anything is possible, especially with the landscape change that's happened here. So really cool to see. Let's get another close-up of the female. Being forested animals, they've got to be cryptic, and the males set themselves apart by being very dark. You got to think these animals, these frogs specifically, are much smaller than the females, so they have to do something to hide because they're more exposed and they have more predators than the females. So, and then you look at the females, and they are a nice, like a lighter shade of red, but they're still brown. For male toads, they're yellowish, and females are more red. But anyway, you can tell that's one of the best ways to set them apart during breeding season. One of the best ways is to look at the belly, because the females are extended with carrying eggs. Another thing that serves you well for pond frogs, at least, is if you look at their ears. The females have smaller ears, and the males have larger ears.
Yeah, so I'll be home in 10 minutes.
Okay. I'm in a vernal pool right now with Brendan filming me and also me filming the wood frogs.
Yeah, we're currently filming a male and female wood frog, and spring peeper is in the same vernal pool a few feet away from us, calling loudly every couple of minutes. So.
Okay. Just call me when you're at the house, and if you need to put something in there, Aaron, you can.
Oh, I see him.
We're getting good footage here tonight. All you need is a couple nights of good footage and that makes a whole video.
The way they walk is so funny.
They're cute little birds. Guys, here is the first spring peeper of the 2022 season in Cambria County. Oh, he's loud and proud. Look how beautiful this animal is. These are a chorus frog. They're not actually a tree frog. Chorus frogs like to play around more on the ground. They like dwelling in bushes. Tree frogs, like the gray tree frog, are up in trees, you know, 70, 80 feet up. They can be pretty high up. You can see he's sticking to me now because a normal frog would have fell in. So they are able to climb, but they're very different. So they're also much smaller. A lot of the chorus frog species are much smaller than the hyalid tree frogs, which you'll see later in the year. These guys are among the first to come out along with the wood frogs. They're loud and proud. We hear them every single year. One of my favorite animals to look forward to. You could just make any type of a video with the spring peeper overlay for their chorus. Just truly incredible animals. I love these guys, and we're gonna keep finding them as the season keeps warming up. So
here's the woodcock again too.
Yep, the woods is coming alive here. This is just so weird. I wouldn't have to ask you if like I had it, because it'd just be point and then I could just shoot. Yeah, this is a young juvenile wood bullfrog. Crazy to think that he's in here. But yeah, the bullfrogs are out. It's just that they're not breeding yet.
Alright, hold on. He's right there, see him?
Not yet. Oh, I do. Keep the light on him. So what I'm wondering is if we're going down here, is the water potentially going to be on the trail? And that's one thing we're not sure of yet. So let's go down here and see.
This is like a boat launch, kind of.
Oh, you probably could.
Out with Aaron tonight. Gonna see if we can find anything. Got my hopes up. I don't know how well we can see here. That works.
You can see this water in here. This came up from the river. Like, this is what's left. So there were high points at one time where all this water is river water. Really? So there's a lot in here. Gallons. What would you say? Hundreds of gallons, probably. Oh, that's cool, you're vlogging, okay.
Yeah, dude.
You're vlogging in 5.3K right there. That's probably one of the coolest vlogs anybody's had. Until you get to the thousands of dollars.
All right, so we didn't find anything. It's too cold. It's about 10 degrees cooler here than most spots, so we're not even going to finish this area. It's not worth the time and the battery life.
There's nothing here.
So what, we're going to go to the next spot?
Yeah, so we're running a route that I normally take looking for frogs and toads and other creatures. This location, it's going to be one of the last to get the frogs because it's so much colder with the water temperature of the river right next to us, and that's all that is running off with the wind, and that's causing it to be 10, 11 degrees colder, and it'll continue to maintain that. So we're gonna go and make rounds in other spots. So we'll catch up with you guys whenever we get to the other locations.
Now we're out at this strange location. I'm not sure if we're allowed to be here, but AAron says we are. Well, the owner does, but the people living here don't. They're like, who are these people? Maybe they'll sell us Girl Scout cookies, because we know that's probably what they're selling.
You'll be able to see their eyes, if anything.
You think they just got quiet because they're spring keepers? And
Well, there were spring keepers down the road in another spot I have permission to go to, but it's not too big of an issue. Hopefully tomorrow or the next day, there's a good chance we'll start to hear wood frogs down here.
Especially surprised since it's so cold today, 44.
Well, I found wood frogs in the 30s before.
Really?
But yeah.
all right, what? So we found 4 here.
Yeah, about 4 or 5.
Yeah. See if we can get anything of this.
Right here. Well, at least four that we see.
Yeah, those are bullfrogs. We got location number 4 here. You've never stepped foot here, Josh.
No.
You can't even see me.
All right, so we're in what county, AAron?
We're at the top of Westmoreland County. I think we made the right choice, guys. They're everywhere. Isn't this awesome? He's calling while he's on her. That male is trying to assert his dominance. Look how they're fighting. Look at that.
Right here.
I'll have to come over. If you can film it, do it.
You can zoom in from where you're at. It's in the middle.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they're like on top of each other right here.
And it's like 50 up here.
Yeah, right here they're like wrestling each other.
There's like 3 in there.
This was the best decision we made.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look at all that.
Yeah, I see it now.
Oh, some good old fresh caviar.
That's snail.
Have you ever tried that stuff?
Yeah, there's the egg. If you want to come over to this rock,
Look, he's like staring at us.
I'm getting really good footage. Episode 1's gonna be really good. Really clear footage, guys. Hold on. Yeah, keep your light there.
I gotta try to get some pictures.
Keep your light on it.
No, that's for a night picture. You just have to wait a while.
Guys, this is some of the best footage I've ever gotten.
Oh. Look at that red mark in here.
Alright, we gotta hold it there for a couple seconds if that's okay.
Yep.
Records. Yeah, like I do like the pause thing. What's that?
Yeah, keep holding it there. I got a wood frog and a newt in the same scene.
Same.
Like they're in the same shot.
I want a decent picture of a newt.
I'm trying to find it.
No, I'm green thing.
Right, just grab real quick.
Oh no.
The thing is, this water's probably deeper than it looks.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. He's actually leaving the vernal pool. I don't know if he thinks that he's not going to get a mate, or if it's because possibly we've disturbed them. I'm not sure, but it's amazing to see a wood frog leaving the vernal pool. That's what we're filming here. This might be the best shot I've gotten of a wood frog on land. He saw you do that. He dropped down. I need to get in that. I could.
Got the newt for you.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
I could fight those males off of her. You know what? I wonder if that's a female that died.
But not so great for the female.
No, I actually try to help the females, to be honest with you. I'm hoping she's gonna lay her eggs and not die.
Unless she's already dead.
No, she's still alive, but I'm wondering, because that one male is in the position to fertilize eggs. So, shine your light just a little bit to the right. Yeah, that's perfect. He might fertilize them. There's a good chance. Sometimes there's group fertilization where actually there's a couple fathers.
We found a female out of water.
Yep. Look how, oh, do you know why? Because she mated. That's why she looks like skin and bones. Shine your light away a little to the right. Yeah.
Are those spring peepers?
Yeah.
Huh? Is there a wood frog over on the land?
Yeah.
Where are they going at it over here?
You could say that again. One of my favorite times of the year is the beginning of the Frog Week season, and one of the things I look forward to the most is the emergence of the wood frogs. This is always one of the most exciting times because we know for the next couple of months we're going to have our hands full, and there's nothing quite like the explosive breeding wood frogs as they emerge for breeding season. Next time on Frog Week, get ready for the very first wood frog documentary. But with that being said, please like and subscribe and share this with your friends for more content.